In this second video, I would like to answer the questions on part B. The first one is, performance management can be defined as a strategic and integrated approach to delivering sustained success to organizations by improving the performance of the people who work in them and by developing the capabilities of terms and contributors. By Armstrong and Barron. Performance management is a process for establishing a shared understanding about what is to be achieved and how it is to be achieved. An approach to managing people which increases the probability of achieving job-related success by ways and hurdle. Performance management is a continuous process of identifying, measuring, and developing the performance of individuals and teams and aligning performance with the strategic goals of the organizations by Aguinis. Performance management systems are increasingly seen as the way to manage employee performance rather than relying on appraisal alone. Such a system offers the advantage of being tied closely into the objective of the organizations, and therefore the resulting performance is more likely to meet the organizational needs by Torrington and Hall. Performance management is a means of getting better results from the organizations, teams, and individuals by understanding and managing performance within an agreed framework of plan, goals, standards, and attribute competence requirements by Armstrong. The second one is performance management is essential to a company through both formal and informal processes. It helps them align their employees, resources, and system to meet their strategic objective. It works as a dashboard too, providing an early warning of potential problems and allowing managers to know when they must make adjustments to keep a business on track. The third one is, first, agile goal setting and the use of objectives and key results. Second, ongoing development conversations. 3. Continuous 360 feedback. Fourth, social recognitions of performance. And the last and fifth, involve employees in the performance management design process. A humanized, holistic approach to the performance discussions will help guide employees on their professional journey. Combined with the right performance management technology, organizations can create ongoing, agile, and collaborative processes that focus on maximizing the potential of their workforce. The fourth one is general appraisals, a constant interactions between the manager and employee all year long. 360-degree appraisals, feedback from employees about other employees. Technological performance appraisals, evaluations of an employee's technical proficiency. Employee self-assessment, employee's self-appraisal as compared with that of his direct line manager. Manager performance appraisals, evaluations of the manager involving feedback from both the team and clientele. Project evaluation review, appraisals to ascertain the level of an employee expertise on the job. And the last, sales performance appraisals, judgment of a salesperson goals versus results obtained via targets met. The fifth one is review business results and discuss a competitive analysis of the situations, discussing current situations, current progress, future obstacles, target, etc. Two-way dialogue with the aim of developing leadership competencies. These competencies are addressed and enhanced through professional assessment or tools and suitable feedback channels. Calibrations or review, focused on calibrating, improving, and reviewing the state of performance based on assessment or tools. Performance metrics, competencies, and business outcomes are the major focus. Engage in the value discussions to reach common understanding between the margin of performance and current business situations, and also agreement with the business problem. And the last, results obtained from the whole evaluation process then must be continued with the creation of immediate next step to tackle any possible problems. The sixth one is the willingness to work towards the attainment of the goal is the main source of job motivations. Specific and clear goals lead to greater output and better performance. Goals should be realistic and challenging. Better and appropriate feedback of results direct the employee's behavior and contributes to higher performance than an absence of feedback. Employees' participation in goal is not always desirable. The seventh one is build a flexible and adaptable team player. A performance management process should train mutual performance monitoring and back up behavior skills. Create teams that know themselves and their work environment. Adaptation requires an understanding or awareness of changes in the environment that impact current team performance, an understanding of how the team currently meets its task demand, and how it is capable of adjusting to new demands. Examine both failures and success during debriefing by providing feedback and review of negative instances of performance enhance employee motivations more than a review of successful performance only. Develop for individual personal disciplines and organizational skills. Select individuals with high levels of personal disciplines and organizational skills to help selected individuals to develop these skills through training. Measure typical team performance continuously. Team performance is to monitor and evaluate it. Employees are not explicitly told to do their best only, and their performance is represented as a mean over an extended period of time. The eighth one is technology-enabled performance management tools simplify the manager's evaluation process and turn employees into active participants in their review sessions. It also provides more precise data and also positively influence management processes and strategic development. Technological tools can be particularly helpful to complete the performance planning process when manager and employee do not work out of the same location. This can be very beneficial according to our current conditions where we have to work from home or do virtual remote working during COVID-19. With technology, managers will easily monitor performance and keep track of the measures, objectives, and achievements. Even it is possible to do the monitoring from distance with the use of network and mobile technology. It makes things effective and efficient. The ninth one is the first step of the performance management process is planning. The defining stage, where we define goals that should be clear, done in SMART format, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based, and clear performance standards should be set. The feedback stage, employees will have the opportunity to give input on this material. The approval stage, management and employees both agree to the definitions of the role, goals, and objective. Second step of the performance management process is coaching. Organized meetings on a timely, regular basis. Meetings should be at least quarterly, although monthly meetings are the ideal. Provide necessary training, coaching, and solutions. These meetings should focus on solutions and coaching opportunities rather than punitive measures for lackluster performance. Solicit feedback on both sides. Management should be able to give and receive honest with back and work with employees rather than adopting a combative stance. Revisit objective to see if adjustments should be made as well as pay attention to career development opportunities for the employees. Third step of the performance management process is reviewing. Reviewing employee performance. Typically, these are held once a year to look at how well the employee performed over that span of time. Reviewing the performance management process is important for both management and employees to look over the previous year and see how well the performance management process worked. Reviewing overall goal completion. It is important to look at both smaller and larger goals as this can give an indication to problem areas where trainings or interventions can be applied. Giving actionable feedback. Management should give actionable feedback for the employee so that they know areas where they can improve future performance. Employees should also be invited to give feedback on the process and how management can do better on their end. The fourth and last step is performance management is action. Reward and recognitions. Employees will not stay motivated if they are given no reason to. This does not necessarily have to be mandatory, although it likely will include monetary compensations. The rewards could be project company-wide recognitions, time off, or leadership opportunities. And the last is setting the stage for next year's performance management cycle. This gives management and employees one last chance to offer feedback on the process as a whole and ask for thoughts and feedback from the planning stage for the next year's cycle. The 10th question is, because an organization can achieve its goal through the applications of organizational strategy by its people, meaning organizational strategy can only be executed if their people are compliant to the strategy that has been planned, and for values, it can only be upheld by people who perform their jobs or who executed their performances accordingly. Employees are people in an organization, are one of the most important resources because they are the one who get the job done, who get the goals achieved, and who get the values upheld. Meaning, when we manage their performances, it must be aligned to what needs to be achieved or upheld. In this case, it is strategy, values, and goals.